All right. So today we are completing lesson 13, particularly task 8, because 7 is an assessment, so you guys can do it on your own. We're gonna work on 8. So 8 has several challenges that we can finish together. Okay. Now, so we have 5 different, actually 7 different challenges. More fish. Let's make fish wiggle as they move. So what do you think of how can we possibly make a fish wiggle aside with moving from the left or right? How can we add a wiggle motion? Which property we're gonna change for wiggling? Like, what do you think? So it's moving, let's say left, and then at the same time it's like wiggling. Yes, what's property we work we're gonna what do you mean? Wait, are you measuring something? What do you know? That's what I ask people. He said, I don't know. I said, what do you know then? All right. Okay. So let's run this. So you see, fish is moving, and what we want to do, we want to look at the animation. Sorry, we'll look at the animation here, and then you see all the fish has to move, and then they wiggle. So let's look what we've done so far. What they've done so far. Sorry, we didn't make it. So it is define the variable. It's called orange fish, and they assigned a picture of the fish to that. We have a blue fish defined and then assigned the blue fish to it. We have a green fish defined variable. Again, we have a green fish image assigned to it. It could be all same images, but we wanted to make sure it is green, and we have to pick the green one. It could have been something else. Now, in the function, we have background as navy. This is the color. And then orange fish x is equal orange fish x minus 2. Makes my orange fish, move left. So let's add the same line of code with modifications so that other two fishes also move. Okay. So the easiest way to do that is clicking on show text, and then just copy this, Control C, and then paste it 2 times. First time we're gonna change orange fish to blue fish. Same, this one is here, has to be blue fish as well, blue fish. And then we again paste it because it's in my clipboard memory. When you copy something, you guys can paste it as many times as you want because it is in your memory. So I don't have to copy it anymore. Control V, and I want to change this to green fish. Green fish. Green fish. And of course, these names have to be, they have to match. You say green fish, it matches with this one, yes. Because sometimes you might have a capital letter G here without realizing it. So make sure the names match. So this name has to match this name. Bluefish has to match the bluefish name. Okay, so by doing that, we're gonna make all 3 fishes move. You see, they're moving. Now we need to add a wiggling motion. So how do we add a wiggling motion? For wiggling motion, we can have which one do you think it is? Any suggestions? Which one will help me to do the wiggling motion? David, what do you think? So upon Yadira's suggestion, we can try to modify this for rotation. So this is the easiest way, guys. Look, you can copy this again. Look, copy this again, paste it on the bottom, and then just change this X to be, look, it is X here, right? Instead of X, I'm gonna write it rotation. So rotation. And then I do the same rotation here. Rotation. Right? So each rotation will change how many degrees? Let's say like 5 degrees. I don't know how it's gonna act. Let's see. Oh, but it is spinning. So how do I make it wiggle? Any suggestions? I need to make it stop spinning. So it's like constantly adding a degree to it. So do I have to develop some sort of counter motion? Look, for example, imagine when you toss a ball off the wall, what happens? Goes, bounces off the wall, comes back. You see, go and come back. So do you think if I develop some sort of counter motion, that's gonna make it go like move like that? So what would be the opposite of this, Kevin? What's the opposite of this? Anyone? What's the opposite of orange fish rotation equals orange fish rotation minus 5? What's the opposite? Maybe adding 5, right? So Control C, I'm copying this. Right under it, I'm gonna paste it and put +5. Oops, +5. Let's see how it's gonna act now. No, nothing happens. You know why? Because I'm rotating it and then bringing it back to its position. So I need to play with this number. So I'm gonna make it 10, maybe. Actually, you know what, guys? You know what? I think we might have a spatial. What is tint? Is it full color? Because it shouldn't be this complicated. I'm just trying. What is alpha? Same for color? Let's try this. It's still spinning. All right, how do we make it wiggle? So after doing a little analysis, guys, we don't need to rotate it this way, guys. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna just add rotation. One moment. Add rotation, which is under sprites. Just add a rotation under orange. Okay. Name the name of the fish, which is orange fish. Orange fish. And then for amount of degree, we're gonna do random. Okay, so we're rotating it random because you know why I'm picking random? For random, it's gonna give me a range. So that range will make it wiggle. So what's the range? The range of rotation is gonna vary between let's say 5 and maybe 10. Let's see how it works. Yeah, you see it's wiggling 5 and 10. So if you were to add the same line for every single fish, you would make all of them. David, are you done with your map test? Oh, okay. So if you were add the same random for other two fishes, it's gonna make them wiggle as well. So Control C. Look, I'm copying line 15. I hope you lose whatever you're playing. Oh, all right, so blue fish, same here, blue fish. And then I'm gonna again paste it here. It's gonna be green fish. And then green fish. Green fish. So this one I don't need it because we're not gonna use this. Okay. So again, for every single fish I have two different blocks here. Look. X moving and then rotation changing. X moving, rotation changing. X moving, rotation changing. So pair of those two blocks for every single fish. So finally they're all gonna I think I copy pasted the wrong block, guys. My bad. You see, I was supposed to put this one. But I copy pasted the wrong one. I'm gonna fix it again. All right, let's copy this. Here. All right. There we go. And again, for every fish we have x equals x minus 2 and rotation equals random for every single fish. Orange, orange, blue, blue, and then green and green. Okay. So challenge B. Of course. Yeah. So guys, here we need to add bubbles. So we have the fish, you see, they're wiggling, and then we have the fish. Now it's time to add the bubbles. I think we have the bubbles already. Let's see. No, we don't. Do you guys see any bubbles? Orange fish. Oh, okay. We can, oh, actually, yeah. Let's put the bubbles. So how do we make a bubble? Let's define a variable. So go to variables, var, we pull it out. Actually, you know what? It should be there should be a ready one behind the sprites. All right, we check under the sprites. So under the sprites, we are going to pull this out and then we name it bubble. All right, and let's have one bubble for now. Then we're gonna, here we are going to add this. Actually, let me go, yeah, draw animations. So we're gonna put this on the bottom, above, doesn't matter. As long as it's in the function, it's gonna work. And then we're gonna add the sprite X to it. Oh, actual sprite Y, because bubbles are moving up, right? Seems like you did it. You did it? You know what? We're not supposed to define bubble again. So no, we don't do this. My bad, guys. We have to go with which one? This one. So we're gonna add sprite Y in the first. In here, we're gonna add since it's moving up, it's gonna be losing the like numbers has to get smaller. So we have to add minus subtraction block. And then in here, we're gonna again add sprite Y. And then let's say -5 for now, so we can adjust the speed later. So it is bubble. And this one also bubble. So I forgot one thing, guys. When we define a variable, we have to also set an animation to it, right? You see this block? So I forgot to do that one. So we here add bubble, Control Z. And then let's see if we have bubble in here. No, we don't. So we have to go to animation and draw the bubble because we don't have it, right? Unless if we can look it up here, new animation, type bubble. If not, we'll just make a circle. It looks like a bubble. Okay, we don't have it. Now we have to create, make one. So new animation and then draw your own. I'm going to do a white circle, which will represent a bubble. So how do we fill the color? You know what? Let's pick the color first. So where is color? How do we pick the color? Pen. Oh, there we go. It was like my screen was way too zoomed in. So let's make it white. Okay. Or light blue, and then make the circle. Where's my circle? This one. Here. So it's gonna be a bubble. You know, the bubble has a little light reflection, so we can add that too in here. Right? Okay, this is my bubble. Now let's go back to the code. See, we assign the bubble here. Animation 1. And then there. You see bubble going up. All right. So I want my bubble to be on the right under the screen, below the screen. So here's the bubble. This is the bubble block. You see bubble. We can keep the 200. It defines the location along the x-axis, but I want to make it move all the way down. So I'm going to set it to be 400. If you do that, it's going to come out from the bottom like this. You see? And then we can copy. Copy the same bubble a couple of times because we want to have 3-4 bubbles. So we click on show text. We copy these 2 lines where we define the bubble and then where we set animation to bubble. We copy paste it 2 more times. 2 more times. We just changed the axis. One was 200. Let's make one on 300. And then let's make one on 50. And let's give them different names. So this one was bubble. This one is going to be bubble 2. Bubble 2. This is going to be bubble 3 and then bubble 3. Then we're going to go down and do the same thing here. So we add 2 more of this, but with different names. This is for bubble, but we need to add for bubble 2 and bubble 3, right? I'm going to use show text, copy this line 25, Control C, paste it on the bottom 2 times, and then just add 2 to this one because it's a bubble 2 and bubble 2. This one is bubble 3 and bubble 3. And action. There, you see? So they kind of go aligned together. You see these 2 bubbles? So how can we add a time delay to that? What do you think? I realized that the bubbles are have the same altitude. So how do we make the altitudes different? Look, here there are different altitudes. In mine, they all have the same altitudes. How do we make it different? We just change their the initial starting point along y-axis, right? 2 of them will make it maybe one starts up a little higher than the other one. So here, bubble 1 starts on 400. We can have bubble 2 start at maybe 300, and bubble 3 could start maybe at 250. There. All right. Finishing up the second challenge task. And the last one is not the last one, but one of the last. Who's calling? Oh. Okay, add a shark. Yeah. So where's the bubbles?
I think it's just one bubble.
So now it wants us to add a shark. So for shark, again, we need to define a variable. So it is, put it here, name it shark.
Oh, no.
And then let's set animation. Set animation. Again, name it shark. And then pick the shark, which we don't have, so we need to add a shark. So let's see, we should have a shark. So type shark. Fish. There is no shark here. Oh, there we go. Shark. Done. So I assign a shark to it.
No.
Shark. Okay. Let's see. There we go. So my shark. So shark is kind of too big. Let's set the scale to be so let's set the scale to be maybe 2 times smaller, 0.5. And then I make my shark. Let's compare with the animation. No, it is kind of small. Let's make it maybe 0.7, 0.8. Yeah. Let's move it down. So it's gonna start from 0 and 350 there, and it's gonna just swim through the screen to the right. So for that we need to use one of these. All right, good. So we're gonna copy this, Control C, paste it here. Okay, just change it to shark. And then this one also shark. And just put a plus to it. Plus, and maybe 5. Make it a little faster. And there you go. Finish. And I guess you guys can complete the rest on your own. Yes. So please complete the other 5 or 4 left. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Thank you. Oh, here, this one is easy because it's a falling sea star. You can do that totally.
Thank you, Missy.